Hey guys, and welcome back to another Random Distractions Monkey Strength update. I believe this is the third one. Yeah, it's been going pretty good so far, I think. Today is October 29th, so it's been a little over 2 months now that I've been on the program. I'm still a donkey, unfortunately, but I'm a warlord donkey, so still doing pretty good. The thing that's kind of like keeping me in that level right now is the headstands. Or it's like they're just it's really tough to be on your head for like 2 minutes, but I've gotten to let me take a look here, 1:30 so it's kind of half, or 30 more seconds there and I'll be there. I seem to be improving about 10 seconds every time, yeah, or somewhere around there. It looks like when I originally tried it, it was 1 minute, then 1:05, 1:10, 1:20, and then the last one was 1:30. And I did take another follow-up picture. So if you'll see here, this is the one from 8:23 when I originally started, then 9:23, and then October 25th. Unfortunately, I was a couple of days late on that one, but that's what this one looks like. So not that long ago. And I'll try to see if I can fit all three of them on here. Hopefully that'll work. Visually, I am starting to see something now, and I think part of that right now is really more of the diet that I'm on, which is the bright line eating. I've been doing really good on that, and currently, as of this morning, I weighed myself and I'm at 190. So starting from, I think, 216, although I was, my heaviest, I think it was like 220 before I started doing all this. But when I did start tracking it, I started at 216, so I've noticed the weight loss finally. I still got a ways to go, of course, to get rid of this gut down here, but it's going pretty good. As far as the exercising goes, I'm not seeing the visual changes, I guess, just yet. But kind of like how I mentioned in the last one, is I do feel the differences. So I feel like I'm a little bit stronger. I feel like I have more energy. Actually not that long ago, I took a trip with my son to celebrate his birthday. He's been wishing to be able to fly on a plane, and he's 11 years old now, and he had not flown on a plane in his life. So we actually took a short trip to Little Rock, Arkansas, and we just kind of did stuff outdoors and stuff like that. But on the day, we only had one full day that we were there. We didn't stay there long, but on the full day that we did, or that we were there, we went to this place called the Old Mill, which was kind of an interesting looking place, and kind of looked around there for a little bit. Then we went to a place that had mini golf and go-karts, and then also something called Aerial Adventure, which was kind of interesting. We were able to kind of it was really maybe like 1 story high, if that, off the air, and of course you're tethered to something, and you walk across these like bridges and things like that, and that was pretty cool. And then later on that same day, we went to what's called Pinnacle Mountain. It's a 1,000 foot high mountain, which didn't seem like very much, and they had an easy trail that you could go up to try to get up there, and it took us like I believe like 45 minutes to get to the top on that easy trail, and it was like mostly dirt and rocks for the first part of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not too bad. And of course I'm a photographer, so I'm carrying my gear, my camera, tripod, flash, and a softbox all in my backpack. And so I have that with me because I wanted to take some pictures of my son while we were up there and stuff, because from when I was doing the research, it looked pretty cool, and it did end up being really cool. But yeah, we were able to make it up to the mountain, but like about the last third or so of the easy trail is just rocks. So you're trying to climb over all these rocks and stuff. But we made it to the top, and I felt relatively okay. was definitely starting to feel it. And then on our way down, probably about halfway, is when I almost felt like my knees were going to give out. I was like, oh my gosh. But if I had not been doing anything prior to that, I am sure I wouldn't even have made it to the top. It would have been that tough. So I was really, surprised at my ability to be able to go up and go back down. Like I said, on the way back down, that was when I was feeling it the worst. So we did have to stop for a little bit, but we were still able to make it down. I think maybe going down, maybe it took almost an hour. So even though I don't visually look it, I feel like I am getting a little bit more stronger and having more energy and things like that. So that was cool to be able to do that, and so I'm certainly glad that I was able to do that with my son because of this. I'm gonna keep on going, as I mentioned in the last video, that I'm trying to, rather than increasing the level for each exercises as I surpass them, I want to be equal on all of them before I move on to the next one. So hopefully if the trend continues as far as 10 seconds, then I only have 3 more weeks of trying to surpass the 2-minute mark on those headstands, and then I can finally move on to the next one. Although these are, even though these are supposed to be kind of easy and whatnot, because you're doing so many of them, and it still kind of gets to you. So but I'm looking forward to progressing to the next level, and I look forward to sharing what happens with my body, and see if it actually makes me look stronger in addition to feeling stronger. So thanks again for watching this video. I would definitely appreciate a like, of course, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when the next one drops. Until then, hope you have a good one.